Over the next 3 years, we were able to play some role in inspiring over 12,000 people to want to be teachers. And we're not just talking about education majors. We're talking about business majors, potential engineers, potential doctors, folks from coast to coast who are defying expectations for themselves from what society put onto them. My favorite moments were when I would visit campus and I would sit, face to face with somebody, and I'm trying to convince them, hey, you should apply. And I'd tell them about my story and how I made this choice to go from the corporate world into the nonprofit world. And there would always be this moment of pause. Someone just kind of look at me, like some confusion, some curiosity. They're like, wait, you gave up how much money to do this? You let go of your vesting in your 401k? Like, how do you feel about that? Or actually, better yet, how do your parents feel about that? My parents were still getting their minds wrapped around it, right? They weren't immediately supportive off the bat. And I love those moments because it just showed how necessary it is to just shake this institutionalization that's around us, this colonization that's around us. And so many people stepped on, they said, yeah, I'm going to shake that. I'm going to write my own design, my own path. I'm going to paint my own picture. But for so many people doing that, that's considered to be trouble. And the United States has a problem with trouble. In August of 2020, Jacob Blake was brutally shot 7 times by the police in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It left him paralyzed from the waist down. That summer, we saw the headlines and our culture and our consciousness just rocked by person after person, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and more. And it was these reminders over and over again of this unjust targeting towards the black community. Going back to basketball for a moment, at the same time, the NBA playoffs, so the big basketball league in the US was happening, the Milwaukee Bucks, out of Wisconsin, was considered to be one of the contenders for the NBA championship. But they were so dismayed seeing yet another incident of a shooting that is unjust that they did something that was unprecedented in that time. They put their names on the line, their brands on the line, their money's on the line, and they boycotted their next game. Within days, every other team in the playoffs did the same thing. And seeing that, I was so inspired in just seeing the courage of folks and these demands for action and change. But that's just how I saw it, and how maybe many of y'all in the room maybe saw it. But for many other people, they thought, how dare you? How dare you inject your divisiveness, your polarization, your wokeness into sports? You're not supposed to speak out. You're not supposed to take a stand. You're supposed to just shut up and dribble. The late great Bell Hooks said that people will try to destroy you because of your power. And it's not because they don't see it, but because they see it and they don't want it to exist.